or will he be someone who is under pretension? We will find out tonight. Those are the numbers. I think the most important one is 24 plays 32. Experience versus youth. 5 KSW championship rounds. And, well, this is going to be an absolute barnstormer. And the amount of genius in terms of fighting capability in the ring tonight knows no bounds. Just a reminder that on the international commentary bench here, we've got the Polish experiment, Mr. Krzysztof Szyzinski. We've got the guru, the technician par excellence, Mr. Chris Hoekstra. And I am Sensei Will Vanders. This is KSW 68. That's Salahdine Parnasse. And that is Daniel Rutkowski. And this is round one.
I love the gold gloves.
Really interesting to watch the staging points of the attack. Parnasse just usually outside kind of pure boxing range. And really forces guys to play their hands as he opens up with his own counters. It's the type of style, as he admitted, that he kind of cranks up over time and really takes over by rounds 3, 4, and 5. For Rutkowski, I'm really intrigued to see what he does to kind of mess that up. How does he put Parnasse off balance? How does he take that game away? Watch out for lots of shifting stances and maybe trying to secure the tie-up somehow.
Yeah, I like what he's doing so far, switching his stances, trying to confuse Parnasse. We can see how quick Parnasse is on his feet, just super light on his toes, feinting a lot, trying to set things up nice. My goodness, that was beautiful.
Oh, Parnasse is a will-o'-the-wisp, he really is. Now you see me, now you don't. Oh, and the takedown. What skill level we're seeing here. And against a wrestler like Rutkowski, it just shows you the level that Parnasse is working at. I have to say, he's a fan favorite, Parnasse, and I, for one, just love to watch this boy play.
That was slick. I'm not necessarily surprised. I mean, we've seen him do this kind of stuff to guys before. He's very opportunistic, that sharpness and speed that typically we see in the stand-up, he also has in these grappling exchanges.
Yeah, it was a beautiful read. He read that hook, ducked under it, took the back right away.
He's dropping that knee on for the dead leg, but look at him, he drops his man again and he's got his back hanging on there. This is wild. Rutkowski under pressure right from the get-go. It's not a problem from Rutkowski, but it just goes to show you the opening gambit from Parnasse is one of business.
Big smile from Rutek as if to say, thanks for coming in and giving me some grips. I'd love to do it again. Not sure what happened there. Low blow?
Yeah, low kick. Yeah, low blow.
Yeah, just a little bit of action under the waterline. Rutkowski, though, is fully recovered. Both fighters are smiling. They've got a grin like Cheshire Cat. They are enjoying themselves, as you would do at this level. This is technicality in play. Rutkowski opens up now. Combination puts Parnasse under pressure. Parnasse had to double back there, turn his man on the ropes, underhooks.
Great work from Parnasse here. Interesting to see how competitive these are, as far as the exchanges go. Rutek doesn't necessarily have great superiority, which, you might look on paper and think this is where Parnasse would want to avoid.
Yeah, I think this is what's confusing Rutkowski right now, right? Because I don't think he was supposed to, this was in his mind that this was going to happen. His opponent was going to come in at him like that and have a wrestling game with him.
Yeah, I didn't see it as kind of plan A.
Yeah,
I didn't see it as an impossible, unlikely thing, but I didn't see it as plan A.
So clinch is working up against the cage. Parnasse trying to gain the advantage. The underhook, though, to Rutkowski, and it's Rutkowski's chance to return the knee strike. Parnasse working, he's so busy. There's never a moment when there's not something happening on the offensive, even when he's very, very much on the defensive. So the champion with gold gloves, and the crowd here in Radom cheering on their boy. Daniel Rutkowski looking to make it 4 of 4 in terms of Radom wins and 3 of 3 in terms of titles. And just look at the wrestling, the grappling skills as Radom keeps Parnasse tied up on the wire.
A lot of details here. The head pressure, the shoulder bumps, the knees to the legs from both guys. Nice punch there, good punch. Rutek's got to capitalize in every moment he can inside.
How does Parnasse duck out of the way of that? I mean, that was a shot that was coming straight to the head. Parnasse is under it and he's away. And that was the mistake that caught him out with Torres, because it was the elbow of Torres that clipped him. Look, I don't know how this is going to play out. All I know is this is probably the toughest night in the office that Parnasse has had in terms of possible technicality and skill.
But I feel like, again, Rutek will have paid attention to that fight, because some would have said it was a lucky punch from Torres, but I suspect, again, he would have seen the kind of head movement of Parnasse, try to punch and find head spaces to where the head is going to be. So yeah, he clipped him with his forearm, and it was kind of an unconventional end to a championship fight, but if Rutek can spam the right things.
Look at that. Well, look at that, up and over. Parnasse didn't want to stay there. One of the rules of MMA is don't go down and stay down, you get back up. And just look at this, Daniel Rutkowski bringing the heat here tonight. And Parnasse having to regroup, reset. The champion got to get back into his rhythm, got to get back into his groove.
I want to see him get that jab going. Smile from Parnasse.
They both touch gloves. Rutkowski, the contender, takes on the champion Parnasse. And this is a real blink and you'll miss it affair. Oh, Rutkowski comes in with the kick, gets caught by Parnasse. Parnasse drives in that right jab. The right hand searching. And Parnasse, I think, is a little bit rattled at this stage by what Rutkowski's bringing.
But he looks good. I mean, that kick catch was just classic Parnasse. He's really nice with those counters off that.
Look at Rutkowski switching it up now, turning a little bit rocky on Parnasse, coming forward underneath those overhand, big overhand shots. Slippery. Parnasse can't get purchase, but he's back in the groove. Just look at the focus and the concentration. Oh, and the evasion there. Big right hand from Rutkowski goes whistling by Parnasse.
This is what I would have expected a little bit more, the jab and spamming the kicks, whether it's in the body, the inside leg. He has such a gifted understanding of the southpaw game, and I think it's very smart for Rutek to switch it, to go southpaw, to try to do something. I like to see Rutek kick a lot as well, just be mindful of the catch, but got to give him a lot of looks. You have to give Parnasse a lot of different looks if you want to steal the belt.
Parnasse works so beautifully in reverse, doesn't he? I mean, you know, he's Ali-esque when he goes backwards. He's able to deliver shots and pain, even the low kick, when he's moving backwards.
That's what I was going to say. He's just so efficient with every little shot. There's nothing's wasted. You know, it's almost perfect.
Yeah.
Or as close to perfect as you can get.
Yeah. No. This is a master at work here. There's an attempt at the suplex again. But look at this, we got a guillotine on, and could be a little bit of a problem here if there's a jump there from Parnasse, but it doesn't work. Rutkowski too strong, and up against the wire now, Parnasse. Round 2 here, and it's hell's a poppin'.
Yeah, he had an opportunity in an anaconda there, but Rutek, very smart. Didn't allow Parnasse to cinch it up. What an incredible output from both fighters so far. I mean, there's been 0 resting moments in this encounter.
No, and 5 rounds of this is going to be atrocious. But look at Rutkowski using his weight and trying to tie Parnasse up on the wire. We know that Torres got that shot off by pushing up Parnasse and then throwing the punch. Parnasse got caught top of the head. Controversial though it was. But Rutkowski doing a good job now of keeping the mobility of Parnasse at a low minimum.
Parnasse's reads have been incredible so far. I just love how he's reading every little thing and how he can adjust in the middle of anything. In the middle of that throw, he adjusted, and therefore he wasn't able to get taken down. It's beautiful.
And what's really cool is, like, there's not an over-reliance on trying to keep the fight in one particular angle. He's happy to go into the grappling. He's happy to do all the different things. And it's not that he doesn't have those skills. It's just against Rutek, you have to be considerate of the fact he's an elite wrestler. He's a very good wrestler for MMA.
Parnasse moving on his toes. Great boxing skills. Southpaw stance, but he's using that right jab. Open hand. Feints under that big shot, now starting to outbox Rutkowski. And I have to say, Rutkowski starting to blow a bit. Parnasse in his rhythm and his stride here, throwing the shots out. Low kick, that right jab, working away backwards. How does he do it?
I like the fact that Parnasse is leading most of these with the jab. He's keeping that in the face of Rutek. A lot of forward pressure from Rutek, but the kicking variety and frequency is only increasing for Parnasse. Oh, he clipped it with a jab. That rattled him.
Solid jab. I love how Parnasse is always moving away from the power hand as well, and he's just touch and go and lead, touch and lean back, touch and lean back.
Yeah, and we saw a little whisper there of the high kick because the right hand of Rutkowski has dropped, and he's just throwing up the prospect that the attack could come from somewhere else. I mean, you know, he's a Swiss Army knife, Parnasse. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them Swiss Army knives that's got magnifying glass, tweezers, scissors. This guy got everything going on in that compact package. End of the second round.
He's got Rutkowski's timing down pat right now.
Parnasse, just, you know, poetry in motion. Round 3. Just a quick reminder that KSW 69 is from Warsaw and KSW 70 is from Łódź. Check your social media and keep in touch. Join the conversation on Facebook, Insta, YouTube, etc., etc. Back to the action. The champ on the wire, having to fight his way back out now. And he defends everything, doesn't he? He just really does. That arm there, Parnasse protects the body.
It was a good flurry a moment ago from Rutek. He had him up against the fence, touched him with the left. It's got to be exhausting to try to keep mixing things up and keep pushing the pace and give this guy as many looks as possible, because that can be taxing, especially when you have shorter reach. Parnasse got reach on him with the legs and with the hands.
His pullback is absolutely insane and amazing. I mean, he's just literally pulls back by inches, just centimeters. Ooh,
Champion
nice.
Starts to up the level with the kicks now. That could be the discerning factor. And the champion working well off that left jab. Switches back now. And Rutkowski looking very relaxed, very composed. Both in fitness prime here for this 5-rounder.
The output just is so consistent for Parnasse. Jab, 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 low kick. Upper body feints, kick, just like that.
Right-left combination and then the low kick. I mean, you know, then you just never know when the shoot's going to come, when the takedown will arrive, and he's got a myriad of them in terms of, you know, being able to drop his opponents. Loves to go around the back, doesn't he?
In 12 minutes in this fight, he's just never accepted any moment of return fire from Rutek. He's just always in his face, always putting something out, never resting, never saying, okay, I've thrown my combo, I'll let you have a go on me. It's a masterful interruption. And to see how that's been mixed into the grappling, especially in the first round, it's an evolution. So far, a classic Salahdine performance, but an evolution on the theme.
Yeah, well, I have to say, Daniel Rutkowski warming to the task. He's smiling, and he's not offering the champ an awful lot here in terms of target. Parnasse having to work for everything, and Rutkowski posing danger at every turn, every punch. But great defense from Parnasse. He really took a big left hand there, a straight one through the middle. But the defense of Parnasse, second to none.
Now, what I love about Parnasse is that left hand does not leave his chin. It's right within the temple. It's right there. As soon as he throws it, he brings it right back to where it belongs because he knows what's coming. Beautiful work.
Yeah, that was a good jab landed by Rutek. He did connect. Nice right.
Head hunting now. Daniel Rutkowski looking to land big shots, but Parnasse looking fresh, and this round is the decider. Guys, listen, if we're looking at scores here, if it goes the distance, what are the numbers looking like?
30-27 so far for Parnasse.
Wow. Well, he's been a bit off target for me, I have to say. He hasn't quite got Rutkowski in the crosshairs. There's been a couple of exchanges there where normally Parnasse would connect, but he's not been able to nail Rutkowski down, and that's a credit to Rutkowski because it's a great performance here. He's been able to feint and dodge his way out of a lot of the shots that the champ's thrown.
Well, there's a reason why Rutkowski's, two organization champion in Poland, right? Is the highest of the highest level here, and it shows. That's why Parnasse is having a hard time touching him all the time and all these things, but Parnasse is still dominating, in my eyes at least. Maybe not dominating as you expect him to dominate, but he's definitely winning this fight in every round so far. Yeah,
just edging up and notching up the scores, and it only has to be a fine margin at the end of the day, and Parnasse knows that, and he's changed his style. Gone is the flash, gone is the flare, gone is that throwing caution to the wind. What he's delivering now is technical, hard work, step by step, joined up fighting. He knows that, to lose the crown would be devastating. He's not going to throw it away. He's not going to put it up for grabs.
And his technique is getting more impressive every time we see him. It's just beautiful to watch. Not a moment wasted. Everything's got a precision in a place where he wants it placed again. But how come none of these high-level Polish wrestlers use their Polish wrestling? You know what I mean? And in the sport of MMA, I'm just blown away by this. Rutkowski's down. He knows he's down. This is where nice.
Oh, there's a kick. Down goes Rutkowski. He's going to finish this Parnasse. He's on top of it. Look at him pile on the pain. He's not going to let Rutkowski cover. He's not going to let Rutkowski recover. Down goes Parnasse. He's firing in the shots, but can he? Rutkowski scrambles for the wire. Parnasse has got him now, and he won't let go. What a recovery. The referee's looking closely. What can Parnasse do at this stage?
That was crazy. Parnasse dropped him with the head kick. Rutek walks up to the cage. Wow.
Will Parnasse try and finish this with strikes, or will he look for a submission? There he goes. He takes his man round the back, hooks in. That's classic Parnasse there. That drop from the back. Round he goes. Martin Leon, he's got the choke on. Can he finish it here? Is this a submission? Will the champ submit the wrestler? He has! Salahdine Parnasse has retained the featherweight title. The Sultan of Swing, the King of KO, the Prince of Pain, Salahdine Parnasse out-grapples the grappler. It's a sensation, and Parnasse incredibly enthused by that win. What a night here tonight in the beginning of the fourth.
An incredible performance by the champion Salahdine Parnasse, giving Rutkowski his first submission loss. And it all started with a head kick. That was magnificent.
That is perfection. I mean, that whole entire fight from start to finish is what perfect is all about. This man does not waste anything. Everything is with precision. Everything is with timing. He knows where he wants to go. He hits it, finishes his opponent. Unbelievable. Beautiful work. Well, that's a world-class champion right there.
We saw the Martin Leon go on, and I didn't think he'd be able to do it. Not to Rutkowski, but he did. The rear naked choke. He submitted the submitter. I mean, he is a bad man. He's a bad man, and he continues to shake up the MMA world. Salahdine Parnasse just notches another victory. This is how he did it. Boys, come on.
Crazy head kick, perfect connection. Rutek rattled. And Parnasse going in for the finish, but credit to Rutkowski, keeping it together, walking up to the fence. And here, just the overwhelming power of Parnasse to force the back and get that choke in deep. No hooks required, no decision from Rutek but to tap.
Here's the difference between Parnasse and Kita.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner by submission, by a rear naked choke,